Here with head coach Tom Griffin, I'm Michael Watchering after the Carson-Newman 7-4 loss to Belmont Abbey. And coach, how would you assess this game? I know that you spoke before the game and you said it's much easier to get out to a lead, have a game plan. You fell behind 4-0 today. How much did that kind of affect the way that you did things?
It affected everything because we've been wanting to put more pressure on people, and down 4-0, you really have to play base to base and look to put together some hits. So it's kind of taken us out of our today. It took us out of what we want to do and put pressure on people. But the biggest thing today, I thought offensively, I thought we had quality at bats as far as hard contact goes. They obviously did a good job defensively, but I thought we had good at bats. The problem we had, I think, today more than that was some of the mental mistakes that you're not going to see on a scorecard. Throwing to the wrong base, handling the baseball, signs. We're just having some problems on the mental aspect, and as I told them, we obviously have not communicated or coached it very well for us to be making these mistakes right now in those departments.
It seemed like a rare game where the pitching staff, top to bottom, there were some mistakes, some pitches that just weren't going their way, and they struggled to find the strike zone. You went with 9 pitchers here today.
9 pitchers. Well, midweek we want to use guys. I don't think we intend to use 9. I know it makes for a long game, but there's guys you got to get work in. But you're right, we did not get into the strike zone soon enough, falling behind. And then there's situations where there's a bunt situation and we're ending up walking a guy that wants to give us an out. That creates a problem. And then drop balls, add another batter into the mix. So yeah, just kind of too many loose ends as far as that goes. And you know, the other thing we talked about was some of the body language of some of our pitchers when things weren't going right. We've got to learn how to handle that adversity a little bit better during the game. And so, you know, we got to learn from this. You know, guys that we were talking to after the game as far as hitting goes, you know, we know what they're capable of doing because they've done it in the past. It's just a matter of them believing it and then kind of fighting through it. You just literally got to fight through it mentally. It's a mental game. You got to learn to fight through it, through all the different tools that are given to you, not only fundamentally but mentally, to find a way to get into that streak.
First loss at home this season, and despite falling behind 7-1, you still had a chance. You fought back to get to 7-4, and anything could have happened in the ninth. They bring in their first baseman to pitch for the first time all year, and I think you still got to be somewhat happy with at least you were in the game late.
Yeah, I think you're right. We kept thinking because of the hard contact that we're still in this. It was 6-1, but we felt like, boy, balls were being squared up. Guys were seeing it good, so we felt like we could be in it. We're all right. Any unfortunate incident with Eric around third, and then so you don't know what will happen with that. Nothing that you can do about it. But yeah, you're right. You felt like we could get into it, but you know, we got to learn from this. The big thing is taking care of those mental mistakes. That's the big part of this right now.
Eagles fall 7-4 to Belmont Abbey. I'm Michael Watchering for head coach Tom Griffin here on CNEagles.com.